there's a question I want you to ask before we even start. What if the map of your body that you grew up with, the one from the biology textbook, organs and systems and nerve endings, is real but incomplete? What if there's another layer of anatomy that 5 completely independent civilizations, working without any contact with each other, all arrived at independently, arriving at the same anatomical conclusion? And what if modern science is now beginning to ask, with instruments, with laboratories, with peer-reviewed journals, whether any of it corresponds to something physically real? That's where we are in Module 3. I want to be honest with you about how I approach this territory. I've been working with these frameworks for decades. I've had experiences in practice that I genuinely cannot explain in purely physical or purely metaphorical terms. And I've also watched too many people collapse this question prematurely, either insisting these systems are literally true in ways that resist all scrutiny, or dismissing them as superstition because they sound strange to the modern ear. Both moves are intellectually lazy, and neither one serves you. The subtle body is the energetic anatomy that lives alongside, and some traditions say beneath, the physical body you can see and touch. Hindu and yogic traditions call it a system of prāna flowing through 72,000 channels called nadis, organized around 7 primary energy centers, the chakras, running from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Chinese medicine speaks of qi moving through 12 primary meridians in a continuous 24-hour circuit. A circuit so precise that different organs are most active at predictable times of day. Tibetan Buddhism describes tsa-lung-tigle, channels, winds, and subtle essences that form physical support for the very subtlest levels of consciousness. Kabbalistic mysticism maps the body onto the tree of life, 10 sephirot arranged along a central vertical axis, from physical embodiment at the base to pure consciousness at the crown. These are 5 traditions, no significant historical contact between them, different vocabularies, different metaphysical frameworks, and yet every single one arrives at the same structural features: a central vertical axis, discrete energy centers arranged along it, a network of channels through which something flows, and a clinical logic that says health is free flow and disease is obstruction. That convergence is the first thing worth taking seriously. The specificity of it stops most people in their tracks when they sit with it. Now here's where it gets genuinely interesting. In 1994, the U.S. National Institutes of Health formally introduced the term biofield. In 1994, the U.S. National Institutes of Health formally introduced the term biofield, defined as the ensemble of electromagnetic and other energy fields generated by and organizing living systems. That's not a New Age term, that's government-funded science. Fritz-Albert Popp, a German biophysicist, documented that living cells emit a continuous stream of ultra-low intensity light, biophotons, in patterns that are coherent rather than random. His argument was that this biophotonic signaling operates as a master regulatory system for the entire organism, coordinating processes across the body at the speed of light in ways that conventional biochemistry simply can't account for. The HeartMath Institute has established that the human heart generates the largest electromagnetic field of any organ in the body, measurable several feet beyond the surface of your skin. And the coherence of that field, a quality directly tied to positive emotional states, produces measurable changes in the nervous systems of people physically near you. That's not metaphor, that's empirical field interaction. Studies using squid magnetometers, the most sensitive magnetic field detectors we have, found that practitioners emit strong pulses, found that experienced Qigong and therapeutic touch practitioners emit significantly stronger hand biomagnetic pulses during practice. Studies using electrical impedance mapping have found that acupuncture points correspond to measurable locations of reduced resistance. Does this prove that the chakra system is literally correct? No. The evidence is genuinely mixed, and anyone who tells you otherwise is misrepresenting the state of the field. But the correlates are real, and they deserve serious attention. I want to talk about what we're going to do in this module, because this is where theory either comes alive or stays on the page. The practices are the point. You'll work through a full chakra activation meditation sequence, moving attention systematically through each of the 7 primary centers, integrating somatic awareness, visualization, and mantra at each one. What you're gathering is data. Which centers feel alive, which feel numb, which produce unexpected emotional responses, which ones surprise you. You'll work through qi sensitivity training with a partner, including a blinded protocol where one person moves their hands toward the other's back, at varying distances without the receiver knowing, and the receiver reports whatever they perceive. This is about as close to a controlled test of energetic perception as a practice setting allows. And at the end of the week, you'll create what I'm calling your energetic self-map. A visual and written document of your own perceived subtle body based entirely on your direct experience in the practices. Not what the tradition says your chakras should be like. Not what you think you're supposed to feel. What you noticed. The approach I want you to bring to all of this is what I call the as-if orientation. You don't have to decide whether the subtle body is real to work with it fully. What you do have to do is show up with genuine attention and record what you find, without forcing it into a predetermined conclusion. Without forcing it into a predetermined conclusion in either direction. That's not wishful thinking. That's honest inquiry. And it's how the best science is done too. You don't have to believe in the subtle body to explore it. You just have to be honest about what you notice. That's the only requirement this module makes of you. Full engagement, honest observation, no premature conclusions. The body knows things the mind hasn't caught up with yet. The subtle body practices are, among other things, a technology for closing that gap. What you develop in this module, the sensitivity, the precision of observation, the ability to distinguish genuine perception from suggestion, and expectation is going to be relevant to everything that follows. Module 4 moves from the subtle body outward into intuition, synchronicity, and the phenomena of interpersonal non-local perception. The body awareness you're building right now is exactly the foundation you'll need there. For now, read the guide carefully. Do the practices more than once. Record everything, especially the things that surprise you. That's always the most valuable data. The great work is here, the great work is now, and the great work is you. Let's get to work on the great work ahead.